Good day everyone, I am Princess May A. Ursal and I am going to be your discussant for today's lesson. So, before we proceed to our topic, let us first have an analysis on the pictures that has been shown on the slide. So, it shows there poverty, the second pic is education, and the last pic is a person who is so young and working. So with that thought, we can come up to an idea that poverty can be a hindrance to education. We can't deny the fact that poverty is one of the reasons why a lot of students wasn't able to pursue education, most especially in tertiary level. And we know that it is a very rampant. Out of 100 students, only 50% can proceed to college. Due to poverty, some would choose to work instead in order to help their family. And thankfully, the government has made an action to this, and free education is made possible. So, our lesson for today is RA number 10931, or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act of 2017. So, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte signed the bill on August 3, 2017 to provide an opportunity for students who are constantly on the right to receive an education, hence the implementation of free education law. What is free education law? So let's dig deeper about this topic. It is an act promoting universal access to quality tertiary education by providing free tuition and other school fees in state university and colleges, local universities and colleges, and state-run technical vocational institution, establishing the tertiary education subsidy and the student loan program, strengthening the unified student financial assistance system for tertiary education, and promote appropriating fund, therefore, as stated in the title of the law. So in short, this law ensures government full subsidy to students who intend to earn tertiary or technical vocational education. It is also a commitment to provide quality and affordable education for all. Now, here are the logo of CHED and UniFast. If you are wondering why I put it in here, it is because UniFast is an attached agency of CHED and primary implementer of free higher education, or FHE, and the tertiary education subsidy, or the TES program, under RA 10931. And under this law, there are main 4 programs, which is first the free higher education FHE subsidy in SUCs and LUCs. Number 2 is tertiary education subsidy. Number 3 is student loan program for tertiary education. And the last one is free technical vocational education and training. So let us first discuss the first one, the free higher education subsidy in SUCs and LUCs. When we say SUCs, or state universities and colleges, it is any public institution of higher learning that was created by an act passed by the Congress of the Philippines. These institutions are fully subsidized by the national government and may be considered as a corporate body, just like our school, Caraga State University. While on the other hand, LUC, or local universities and colleges, are higher educational institutions that are being run by local government units in the Philippines. So, para asa man jud ni na program. So, all Filipinos are either currently enrolled or shall be enrolled at any time. When we say any time, either first sem, second sem, or summer, Thereafter, in any courses or programs leading to bachelor's degree in any SUCs and LUCs shall be exempted from paying tuition and other school fees for units enrolled in. So in short, if you are already enrolled in SUCs and LUCs, then you don't have to pay anything. But there is a commotion with regard to this. A lot of people say, ay, libre na ang pag-eskwela sa college karon. Correction, dili libre sa SUC and LUC kung dili bayaran sa government ang LUC and LUCs for the education of the Filipino students who are enrolled there. So who will be the provider of this program? So if you are chosen in the SUCs and anywhere in the Philippines, you are already availed. And I just want to highlight the term CHED recognized LUCs because not all LUC was being recognized by CHED. There are still LUCs that have some exemptions under this particular program, which are the students who have already obtained a bachelor degree, students who have failed to comply with the admission and or retention policies of the SUCs and LUCs. So as a student under this program, you have to read the handbook of your schools with regards to their admission and retention policies to be aware. Also, students who fail to complete their bachelor's degree within the period prescribed in their chosen program. Example, in the Bachelor of Education, which is a 4-year course, and if you fail to complete that in a given period, that's the time you will be opt out in a program, and still you can continue your studies to that university, but you will be the one to pay for your education. And the last one is the students who voluntarily opt out from this program. Just like us, upon enrolling, there is a part of the paper which is like a waiver that you will fill out if you want to opt out. But who would do that since the program is free, right? And the next one is the benefits under this program. So the first one is free tuition for all courses, subjects, classes enrolled in during a particular semester. And number 2 is free miscellaneous other school fees and similar or related fees, which we enjoy right now, and we are so lucky and blessed enough for that. So that's all for the first program. The second one is let's proceed to tertiary education subsidy, or the TES. So in this program, which is the free higher education subsidy, I have only mentioned SUC and LUC, but this time PHEI is included, or the private higher education. So what is the purpose of this? This program is subject to prioritization and availability of the funds. Mind you that when we say all Filipino students, we have some sort of problem here. Na naman jud siya. Per year, the government allot a certain budget for this certain Republic Act. However, sometimes the budget is not enough for everyone. That is why it is very clear in the IRR, or implementing rules and regulations, that the TES programs under this act will be subject to prioritization and availability of the fund. So speaking of prioritization, let me discuss to you who will be the priority na matagaan ani na subsidy. The first one is the ESG PPA grantees, or Expanded Student Grants in Aid Program for Poverty Alleviation. Usually they are enrolled in SUCs. The second one is the ongoing TPD TES grantees. TDP means tulong-dulong program. The third one is students enrolled in Philippine higher institutions situated in municipality or city with no existing SUCs or LUCs. And the student must be a resident from that municipality. The last one is the students who belong to the listahan of DSWD. And there is a commotion with regards to this. Kasi many parents have concerns regards to this. They'll say that, "Ma'am, sir, I am a member of 4Ps. I am part of DSWD." And that is a big no because 4Ps and listahan of DSWD is not the same. So what is this listahan all about? Listahan of DSWD is just a database all over the Philippines on what we call the indigents, while 4Ps is one of the program of DSWD. So that is the difference between the two. Okay, so much for that. Let's proceed to the next program, which is the student loan program for tertiary education. So all Filipinos students in the undergraduate and graduate level who enrolled in program that are listed in the Registry of Quality Assured Programs offered in SUCs and LUCs state-run, TVI private, HEI and private TVIs can avail. So this supports for the cost for tertiary education or any part of portion. Therefore, a student loan program for tertiary education is hereby likewise established for all Filipino students who shall enroll in SUC, LUC, PHEI, and TVET program in all technical vocational institutions registered under the TESDA. So, you can avail of the... So, here is a picture which is the signing of the said memorandum. So you can avail of the program for our review expenses for licensure exams administered by the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC. And the repayment shall be effective by the incorporation loan or a percentage in the employee's monthly social security system known as SSS or GSIS, the Government Service Insurance Contribution. Payment will commence once the beneficiary already had a secure work with compensation, remuneration, or earnings that reaches the compulsory repayment threshold CRT. And now, even in Land Bank and some bank around the Philippines are offering educational student loan. Okay, so let's move to the last program. So the free technical vocational education training or free TVET, in which we come up to our mind is TESDA, just like the pictures that I have provided in the slide. So when we say TVET or free technical vocational education training, it is the part of education system that provide courses and training program related to employment with a view to enable the transition from secondary education to work for young trainee students and supply the labor market with competent apprentice. So the main point of this program is to help the students find a secure job after their secondary education. And the students who can avail this is all Filipino learners enrolled in their National Certificate or NC2 in any public technical vocational institution or TVI registered with the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or the TESDA. So having a national certificate is in by level. And this program only cover NC1 and NC2, and these are just available in institution and training center that is registered to TESDA. And if you only had NC2 yet still want to undergo another training to level up your certificate, yes, you can, but it's not free anymore, which was stated here where it says that students who have obtained a bachelor degree receive a certificate or diploma for technical vocational courses equivalent at least national certificate 3 above or NC3 above. So, just like my school during senior high school, wherein they offer TVL track and all the trainings, tools, and other things that are needed in practice, OGT and demonstrations are free. So, students who fail in any course enrolled in during the program, so if you didn't finish or fail the enrolled course, that's the time you will be opt out. So, what is the benefits under this program? So, free tuition and other school fees. Learners shall be given allowance to support their training expenses, living allowance, national competency assessment, fee and starter toolkits, and all TVET programs in public institution registered with TESDA shall be free. So, lucky right? And take note, NC2 is a big opportunity to go to abroad. So, that is the 4 main program under RA number 10931, also known as Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. And before I end my discussion, I want to share a video about the students who gain benefit for this law.
Ko hirap, nangungutang ng pang-allowance. Kailangan ni nanay na mag-abroad. Nagtatanim-tanim kami ng mga gulay-gulay, ganyan. Tapos binibenta ko naman sa school. Yung test po, siya po yung naging daan para po mas gumaan yung pag-aaral ko. Magiging malaking bahagi po ang test para po makamit ko ang aking mga pangarap na makapagtapos.
Bilang TES grantee, isang napakalaking tulong at oportunidad sa amin or sa akin ito sapagkat itong programang ito ay isang daan para makamit ang mga pangarap ko sa buhay.
Ngayon, buong-buo ang pag-asa ko. Magtatapos ako ng pag-aaral, magkakaroon ng magandang trabaho at aasenso sa buhay. Salamat dahil mayroong tertiary education subsidy.
Naniniwala po ako sa kasabihang life is a path full of efforts. So, kinakailangan po nating magkaroon ng efforts, matinding effort para makamit po yung ating mga pangarap. Dahil naging malaking tulong po ito, hindi lamang po sa akin, kundi sa aking mga magulang na rin po. Dahil sa pangarap ko makapagtapos at matulungan sila, alam ko po matutupad po ito sa tulong po ng TES program. Kaya maraming salamat po.
pasasalamat sa ating kagalang-galang na Pangulo ng Pilipinas, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sa pagpapatupad niya ng RA 10931 o ang Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. Gayon din po sa Commission on Higher Education at sa Unifast.
Masaya ako nung makapagtapos ako dahil isa ako sa nagkaroon ng Latin Award nung panahon ngayon. At dahil dyan, nandito ako ngayon sa Saudi Arabia. Nagtatrabaho bilang isang restaurant staff. At masasabi kong malaki ang naging tulong nito kasi kung wala yung Unifast, di ako makakatapos sa pag-aaral. At hindi rin ako mapupunta dito para makapagtrabaho, magkaroon ng kita na makatulong sa aking pamilya at sa future ko.
Nabigyan po ako ng pagkakataon na makapag-aral kahit po mahirap lang kami at kahit po sa hirap ng buhay ay hindi ko naramdaman na naging hadlang ang kakapusan ng pera upang makapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral.
Lagi natin iisipin na hindi hanggang hadlang ang isang kapansanan para hindi maabot ang isang pangarap.
Noon, isa akong magsasaka. Ako'y nagpursigi sa pag-aaral sa kabila ng aking edad. Nagpapasalamat ako sa tulong ng TES Tertiary Education Subsidy Program ng CHED at hindi na ako nahihirapan sa mga bayarin sa eskwelahan. Ngayon, magtuturo na ako. Maibabahagi ko na ang aking kaalaman at pagpapahalaga sa edukasyon.
I was really struggling for financial access in paying my tuition fee in school. Isa din ako nagtatrabaho sa resto bar tuwing 6:30 p.m. to 12 p.m. Napagod, kanto, ngunit kinakailangan para upang manatili ako sa pag-aaral at mairaos yung sarili ko at pamilya ko sa hirap. Isa ako sa mga natulungan ng Unifast sa scholarship na binigay ng gobyerno. Naway marami pa pong kagaya ko na matulungan ng gobyerno para makamit nila ang kanilang inaasam-asam na tagumpay.
Dati isa po akong working student. Nakapos sa pera, pambayad sa mga bayarin sa paaralan. And dahil sa Unibus, bigyan ng liwanag ang aking pag-aaral. Nakapagbayad na po ako ng tuition at iba pa. Maraming salamat talaga sa Unibus. Ikaw ang tumutulong para maabot ang aking pinapangarap.
Masaya po ako nung nakuha ko yung pera na yun kasi number 1 po na Pilipino. Hindi ko po yung pangalaman sa susunod. Kasi po yung hinihintay ko sa scholar na po. Hindi ko na yung gusto ko. Makakain ko na yung gusto ko. So, sabi ko sa mama ko, happy ko yung pera sa kanya yung iba, sa akin yung iba. So, yung pinangbili ko po ng cellphone, pati mga kailangan ko sa school. Yung natira po, pinagay ko sa mga.
Isa akong anak magsasaka. Mahirap sa isang magulang ang may pinag-aaral na kolehiyo. Mahirap din sa akin na makita silang naghihirap para sa akin. Ganito lang ang aming tahanan, pero ako nangangarap na makaahon sa ihirap. Pero dahil sa libreng edukasyon, gumagaan yung problema. Nakabili ako ng cellphone at laptop na siyang pangunahing pangangailangan bilang isang online class student. Hindi man nabago ng test ang bahay na ito, pero mababago ng test ang buhay ng maninirahan nito.
Hindi madali ang buhay. Maraming balakid at suliranin. Nang dahil sa TES na ipagpatuloy ko ang aking edukasyon, madaig na salamat. Tulong ng gobyerno garantisado, edukasyon sigurado, solusyon sa kahirapan, i-TES mo nang ikaw ay aasenso. Tara na!
Dahil sa hirap ng buhay, napilitan kong magtrabaho sa gabi bilang isang kargador ng gulay at sa umaga na may isang estudyante. Pero ang lahat ng ito ay biglang nagbago dahil sa tulong ng test. Isa ako sa mga napiling benepisyaryo upang mapagpatuloy ko ang aking pag-aaral. Kaya ako ay lubos nagpapasalamat sa kabuturan ng aking puso sa ating pinakamamahal na Pangulo, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sa oportunidad na kanyang binigay.
TES started when we are still in our third year level. It helped me to comply necessary projects as an education student, and through this, I was able to help my parents in terms of financial problems. All the proponents of TES, thank you for making this possible. TES became became a tool to continue education even in times of crisis.
Dahil sa dyan, ang laki ng naitulong nila sa buhay namin. Ng PS, yung na-receive namin. Laki nang natulong sa amin. Kaya laking pasalamat ko.
So that's what it is, no? There are a lot of beneficiaries on this law, and also me. I am also a student who benefited in this law, wherein Caraga State University has no tuition fee. And so that's all for my discussion. Thank you for listening, and I am leaving you this quote that education is your passport for the future.